So I've got a question. Durianrider, would you get on the Joe Rogan podcast? Would you do a podcast with Joe Rogan? I'd like to. I listen to Joe Rogan. No hate towards Joe. I think he has some interesting guests on there. I'd be on there, but there's no fucking way. This is not a challenge or reverse psychology. I'm just being honest with you. There's no fucking way Joe would have someone like me on his show. Because I don't abide by the fucking rules. And that's fine. That's fair enough. It's his podcast, his show. Joe is a stoner hippie. He's a stoner hippie. He's like smoking so many bongs, gets on his podcast and just like, hey guys, what's up bitches? What's up, man? Let's talk about hunting. Yeah, I like hunting, and I love my dog, but I like hunting too, and it can't be a vegan because you won't get enough protein, and we got big brains because we did magic mushrooms. Just read Terrence McKenna. That's a really bad Joe Rogan voice, but you know what I mean? He's just a stoner hippie. He's gotten good at something that's really dumb. Smoking bongs and philosophizing about nothing. And he's good at verbalizing shit, but he's gotten really good at something that's really dumb. Getting stoned and talking about nothing. Just talking about distractions. He has a few people on his show, the token vegan here and there, but more politically correct vegans. He wouldn't have someone like me on the show, so people write me, you should get on the Joe Rogan's podcast. He's never gonna fucking happen. Again, this is not reverse psychology or double reverse psychology. It's just not what people like Joe, corporate American, that's a bit racist, corporate people, corporate Hollywood bullshit. Yo man, I'm trying to be like a hipster here. Stoner hippie. My tip to Joe, get off the fucking bongs, mate. Get off the fucking bongs. Because some of the shit that dribbles from your mouth, man, it's just like crazy, man. But I do thumbs up to Joe for being transparent, for being on steroids. I think that's really good. A lot of guys on steroids are not transparent about it. So I give a thumbs up to Joe Rogan for being transparent about his steroid usage and for his bud usage. So I can't give him too much shit. I call him a stoner hippie, but there's a lot of stoner hippies out there who say, I don't do drugs, but they do. So I do give Joe thumbs up for transparency, because a lot of people would, if I said, oh, Joe's obviously stoned on steroids, and if Joe wasn't transparent about it, people are like, you're just a hater doing it. I'm not a hater. I'm just saying it how it is. Calling a spade a spade. Joe's a stoner hippie, dribbles a lot of shit. I think he's got a lot of potential. He's got a big audience base. And I would like to see him not making doing drugs cool. You know? Especially marijuana. Especially smoking bongs. If you gotta do drugs, get on shit that actually you can do something. Bongs, you don't do shit. You sit around and like, yeah man, it's pretty full on. Pretty full on. I used to be a fucking glazer, stoner hippie, man. I've done a lot of drugs. Different buckets of drugs I've done. And I'd say bongs and alcohol are the worst. Alcohol is just fucking shit because it makes you, it's just fucked up. Bongs more cap your potential. They more cap your potential in life. So I'll see people who get off the bongs can do more. People say, oh, but such and such smokes bongs. He's really successful. She's successful. So you imagine if they fucking got off it, man. You put me on any fucking bike, I'm gonna smash cunts on my bike. But if you put me on a good, properly fitted bike, I'm gonna do even better. So people perform in spite of being a stoner head, bong head, whatever. Now a lot of my viewers smoke bongs, and my tip is get off bongs for just 1 year. Just 1 year of your life. Not a fucking bong from today onwards in 2015, no bongs. And watch the clarity fucking come in your head. Because I'm not addicted to bongs. We'll give it up for a year then. You don't need bongs to live, do you? That's the best thing I ever did. I gave up bongs in, I think it was February 1996, gave up bongs. And then in May 1997, had another bong at night, and I was just like, within 10 seconds, I was like, man, this shit ain't for me, man. I want control of my brain. I don't want to be off the fucking stoner fairies. Yeah, man, it's really insightful, deep shit, man. That's deep, man. Yeah, it's deep. So that's my tip there. I would also like Joe to be more outspoken about steroids in the UFC. But again, he's got his, Uncle Dana's got his fucking pocket. He's got his money wrapped in hundreds on fucking Joe Rogan's nuts. So if Joe says too much, Dana just clamps that fucking hand of nuts. So Joe can't be too outspoken. And that's cool, everyone's, it's the world we live in, man. That's my tips, that's no hate, just my comments and criticisms. Not hating, just saying, honestly. I would be on the Joe Rogan podcast, but I'm not the sort of person that does well, would be selected. Joe Rogan podcast, mainstream, stoner hippie media. And people like me coming in and dropping truth bombs, you can stay at the door, Durianrider, you can stay at the door. That's just how it is. And again, there's no hate towards Joe. I understand the pressure that's on him to be a sellout stoner hippie, just telling people good things about their bad habits. You know, have a token vegan on now and then just to pretend that you're like open-minded or whatever. But have Dave Asprey on like 4 or 5 times and promote your fucking alpha brain shit. Vegans won't get enough protein and the brain isn't good. So eat meat and buy my alpha brain. And this podcast is sponsored by Alpha Brain. It's probably the most legit fucking supplement on the planet for your brain. And you fucking smoke bongs with it.